Hey everybody, it's Melissa from Yoga for Health Long Island. I want to offer a beginner's yoga session today. I figured it'll be really nice to just try yoga out in the comfort of your own home and just see what it's about. So we're going to do a 20-minute session, nothing too crazy, just kind of work the body. My Maine Coon kitty here, he doesn't want to stay inside, so he might do a little yoga with us. But what I want to mention here is one of the goals of yoga is practicing to quiet down your mind. So quieting down all of those thoughts that come up, the positive ones, the negative ones, anything that's going on in the mind. So just being able to focus on deep breaths and calming yourself down, that's kind of one of the main goals here. So throughout the practice, even if a pose feels tough or you're feeling a good stretch, I want you to focus on deep inhales and exhales through the nose and just try to relax, do the best you can. All right, so I'm gonna come back here onto my mat and we'll get started. And again, I'm sorry, my kitty, he's a yoga cat, so he wants to be involved. So before we begin, usually a yoga class will start where you're just sitting up nice and tall and relaxed. And you can close down your eyes if you feel comfortable with that. I want you to really lengthen in your spine. So sit up pretty tall, but don't pull the shoulders up. Let them relax down. And see if you can stay absolutely still without moving. So if you want to scratch or your hair's in your face, try to avoid doing it, right? Just kind of have that willpower not to give in. All right, so let's start by just taking a few deep breaths through the nose. So big inhale and exhale. Big inhale and exhale. A few more times, just trying to soften the body a little bit, still staying strong. And our goal for class tonight is going to be the word focus. So anytime things come up in your mind, I want you to focus back on the breath, the inhale, exhale. Take 2 more deep breaths here. Let's go ahead and blink the eyes open. We'll start really slow. We're just going to take our left hand, we're going to cross it over to the right knee. Right hand's going to go behind us like a kickstand. Sit up really tall, and then a gentle twist in your spine. Breathe really deep through the nose, slowly. Take your time. The joys of working from home. Cute cats. 2 more breaths. And then going ahead to the other side. So this is just good for the spine. We're just doing this twist here, kind of wringing out the spine. Make sure you're sitting nice and tall, breathing through the nose. Perfect. Keeping your legs relaxed in this cross-legged position, start to walk your hands forward. And if you can, see if you can get your forearms down. And you're going to stay here. You should start to feel this on the sides of your thighs here. If you can't get the forearms down, just stay up tall, just walking the fingers as far as you can go. And again, this is about quieting down the mind. We're stretching the body, which feels great. It'll keep us really flexible and young if we continue with the practice. But more importantly, it's helping us to keep the mind focused and calm and quiet. 1 more breath here. Perfect. Let's rise up here. We're going to extend the left leg out. We're going to do side fold here. So your left arm lays down next to the leg, and you're just going to gently reach over your head. I want you to relax your ear down towards the shoulder and start to feel this from your hip all the way up through the fingertips. You want to flex this foot. And again, it's all about just breathing. You're giving effort, but you're also trying to be relaxed. And don't get discouraged if your mind is going all over, if you're judging yourself. Try to bring it right back to inhale, exhale. One more breath. And then we're going to twist here and fold onto the leg. So I want you to go to your limit without hurting yourself. Maybe your limit is only here today. Keep the leg as straight as you can and just crawling the fingers forward. And let's relax the head. So relax the neck down. And don't bend the knee to overcompensate here. Just with the legs straight wherever you can go, slightly past your comfortable state. And we slowly rise out of that pose and we'll switch sides. So left leg's going to come in, right leg extends out. You're going to bring your right arm down. We'll come into that side pose here. Really strong leg, reaching that arm. Inhale, exhale here. Relaxing that neck down. Let's take a really deep breath and then folding forward. Again, go slightly past that comfort zone. Rising up from there, we're going to bring the bottoms of the feet together. You can get a little closer to your heels if you can. Hanging on to the ankles, you start to apply pressure to the thighs. So nice and slow, just pressing down. Don't get yourself in pain, just slightly uncomfortable here. Inhale, exhale. One more breath here. Awesome. We're going to come up to stand. So I'll show you some of the main poses of yoga that people practice. Warrior Two is a very good pose for strength. So if you're standing forward on your mat, you're going to swing your right foot all the way open. It's parallel at the back of your mat. You're going to bend into your front knee, but you don't want to put your body weight forward. You want the weight to be going down, so really centered in both feet. Maybe you separate a little further. Okay, so my weight is very centered, and then my arms come out to T. And it's a really good reach here. My kitty loves yoga. He's like the best yoga cat, so don't mind Bodhi. He'll probably get this video more likes and more comments because he's just that awesome. So deep lunge into this front leg. Awesome. Let's straighten the leg. We're going to shorten this stance a little bit. So pull the leg in to about 3 feet. My heel is going to line up with my instep. So the in part here between the toes and the heel. And we're going to reach those arms out again. We're going to reach towards the front leg. The left hand can rest on the shin. The right arm's going to go up. And if you have anything going on with your neck, you're gonna just keep it right in line here. Try not to collapse this left rib. You don't wanna go low. You want to really extend the body here. And again, it's just following the breath, slowing down. You're giving effort, but it's also at ease. Let's rise up from there. We always want to do both sides. So let's turn the left foot in, right foot out. You might want to separate a little wider here for that warrior two on the other side. So that's the one with the deep lunge. Arms come out to T, really strong and powerful here. And if it's really intense in the thigh, I want you to try to breathe through it and hold it anyways. Notice that difference between uncomfortable and painful. If it's uncomfortable, stay there. Lean into that uncomfortable. One more breath. Let's go ahead and straighten that leg, shorten the stance, and we'll do our triangle. So reaching towards our leg, right hand comes down, left hand up, keeping our neck right in line here. Inhale, exhale. Awesome. Let's rise up from there. We're going to do a fold. So we'll shorten the stance slightly here. Hands will come to the hips, and we're just going to fold forward, leading with the chest, lowering ourselves down. Let's see if we can reach for the sides of the legs maybe. If you can't, you can just keep the hands on the hips. There's no pressure. Otherwise, trying to reach for the ankles, pulling the body down. See if you can breathe deep, even if you're uncomfortable being upside down. Let's place the hands on the hips and nice and slow on the inhale so we don't get dizzy, we rise up. We'll practice one balance, a very known pose for yoga. You might even know it, even if you haven't tried. It's called tree pose. So our right foot is going to be nice and centered in the mat. Our left foot can come really low here. Maybe you can bring it to the side of your shin. Or if you're feeling extra flexible, you're going to bring it above the thigh. Okay, so each one is completely fine. And our hands usually press at the chest here. Relax the toes. Try not to grip your mat. Relax your shoulders. Practicing balancing here can help you to balance and manage other aspects of your life. Inhale, exhale, really strong, steady. Look at one spot if you're falling all to the sides. If you're wobbling around, just kind of really dial in and focus. Very nice job. Let's shake it out here. And we'll go ahead and do the other side. So left foot's going to go down, right foot's coming into that tree. You want to avoid your standing knee. So really low, maybe onto the shin or above onto that thigh, hands pressing at the chest. And you're turning your knee out to the side here. It is a hip opener. Nice and steady, don't hold the breath. Inhale, exhale. One more deep breath. Nice job. We're going to come onto our back. So I'm going to let the kitty out so that he can go explore if he'd like to go into any other rooms. He's waiting at the door a couple times. Very curious cat as usual, right? Cats are curious. So we're going to come down onto our back now. I showed you a few standing poses, a few sitting poses. So if you're comfortable and able to, you're going to join me on your back. So nice and slow, lowering the self down. We're going to keep the feet on the mat here. See if you can bring them pretty close to your body. Your palms are going to rest facing up. And just connect back to inhale, exhale. See how the body's feeling from the different movements. move our knees left and right. So see if you can bring them close to the ground on each side. Really slowly, no need to rush. If you deal with lower back pain or your hips ever feel tight, try to do this every day. Just this pose, and see if it makes a difference for you. Coming back to the center, we're going to press our hips to the sky. So using our lower back muscles, pressing in, feet are parallel, and even if you're really low, that's okay. Just do the best you can for today. This is a bridge. Relax your jaw. And if something's hurting you, you can always back out. I have an old injury on my left knee, so if you see me popping my foot up, this is much more comfortable for me because of the knee injury. My injury is not from yoga. Another deep breath here. Of course, with any physical activity, there's still always room for injury. So really listen to your body as you lower back down. Let's pull the knees in. Making circles. Massaging the belly if possible, so pull them all the way in. So we'll do another pose for the spine. We're going to bring our legs over to the right side. So if you can, try to get them all the way to the ground. You can hold down the legs with your right hand. Your left arm is going to extend out like a T, and you can look towards the left if it feels okay for your neck. This is a gentle spinal twist, a little less than what we started with in the beginning, sitting up. And see if you can keep your mind on the one word, focus. Every time you breathe in, try to say it to yourself. We'll go ahead and bring the legs to the other side. So knees are going to go over to our left. You can hold the legs down. Right arm will extend out, looking over that right shoulder. And again, just try to focus on the word focus. Breathe in, say the word to yourself, and then exhale, let it go. And the eyes are open or closed, your choice. Perfect. Coming back to the center. Usually asana, which is the physical part of yoga, ends with a rest. So you can lay the legs out long. If this is uncomfortable for you to lay flat, you're going to put a pillow underneath your knees. So just right under here, I'll actually show you, I have a yoga bolster. It's a little different than your couch pillow, but you'll get the idea if I use the bolster here. So my bolster would lay here. I would bring the legs over. Again, you could do this with a couch pillow. You don't need to buy a bolster. And then I would come back down onto my back. And by doing this, it kind of relieves any tension and stress on the lower back. It's letting you settle in with a flat back, no arch. And it might be more comfortable. So try it both ways. See if you can lay flat. If it's uncomfortable, grab a pillow. So once you're in position, close the eyes. Let's take a few deep breaths here. Big inhale through the nose and exhale through the nose. The next one we'll exhale through the mouth. So deep inhale, and then exhale through the mouth. Let's take a little time to relax. So let the face muscles start to relax. Let the tongue rest freely towards the bottom of your mouth. Maybe parting the lips, relaxing the jaw. Letting the shoulders start to feel a little heavier, melting into your mat. Relaxing the fingertips, all the way up to the upper arms. The lower belly, the lower back and hips, comfortable. Let both legs just lay there with no tension in the toes. And even if it's just for a few moments here, everything is calm and peaceful. Take a few moments in silence and try to keep your mind relaxed. Enjoy. Take a nice deep breath. Move your fingers and toes. And we'll stretch overhead, that nice morning stretch, just waking yourself back up. You're going to roll over to the right side, keeping those eyes closed. Use your arm as a pillow and just snuggle up on your right side. Bend those knees, nice and comfortable here. And then keeping your eyes closed, let's come up to a comfortable seat. You can rest your hands in your lap, cross your legs the way we began. I want you to set an intention, something for the rest of your day or the rest of your evening. Something you know that you can work on personally for yourself. Try not to make it physical. I want you to work on patience or strength, forgiveness or compassion. Set your goal now. You can gently blink your eyes open when you're ready. So I really hope you enjoyed your beginner's yoga session. If this was your first time, please feel free to comment, write any questions. You can also email me at info@yogaforhealthli.com. I do run 2 sessions every week on Zoom. It's $10 per household. If you are hit financially because of the current situation in the world right now, please sign up for free. You can totally join for free. Starting next week, classes have changed times. So Tuesdays will be 7:30. It's a all-level class, but with a push. So we're gonna work hard, we're gonna sweat, but it's gonna feel great. And then we have Thursdays at 5:30 p.m. That's a beginners to all levels. It'll be very similar to the poses that I showed you today. So again, please feel free to sign up. Just give me an email. You can Venmo the $10 to Yoga for Health LI. You can shoot me an email if you have any questions. You can comment here on our YouTube page. I hope you have a great day, and I look forward to seeing you on the mat soon. Thanks for tuning in.